Good morning students. Today we will learn about present tense. As you all know, if you don't have a basic understanding of tense, it's very difficult to move on to certain other topics like voice, narration and verb forms, etc. So let's first see what is a tense. What is tense? The word tense has originated from Latin word tempus, which means time. Tense is a time described by a verb. It denotes the time of an action takes place, whether sometime in past, in the present, or will take place sometime in the future. Hence, on the basis of time, tense has broadly been classified into the three types of tense are the first one present tense, the second one past tense and the third one future tense. As the name indicates, present tense means a tense which indicates some present action, past tense where the action has taken place and future tense when the action is going to take place in future. Present tense, a tense expressing an action that is currently going on or habitually performed is called present tense. Present tense has again been classified into four types. The first one is the simple present or present indefinite tense. The second one is present continuous or it is also called as progressive tense. And the third one present perfect tense. And the fourth and the last present perfect continuous tense. Now let's see what is present indefinite or simple present tense. The tense which expresses an action happening right now or it happens regularly. For example, some habitual actions like Mansi goes to school by bus. This sentence, it doesn't indicate when did the action begin. That's why the tense is also called as indefinite. That means the time is uncertain or indefinite. Some universal truth, for example, the sun rises in the east is also written in present indefinite tense. Future timetable like our school reopens in July. Although the action has not taken place, since it is the planned timetable, we write it into present indefinite tense. Some permanent situations like I live in Raigad and some exclamatory sentences also. For example, here comes the bus. Some short actions like he takes the ball and scores a goal. These type of sentences are used during the live commentary of matches. These are the uses of simple present tense. And now let's see how to make any sentence in simple present or present indefinite tense. First, the important thing for any tense is the structure of the tense, which is just like the formula of mathematics. Whenever you feel like how to make a sentence in simple present tense, just write the structure and put down all the components one by one. The structure of simple present tense is first the subject and the main verb that is in first form. Sometimes it takes S or ES and at last the object. Let's take a simple example like I play football. Here I is the subject. What is subject? The agent or the doer of the thing. And play is the main verb here and football is the object. How do I identify the object? Ask a question with what. If I say what do I play? The answer would be football. So football is the object here. I play football, we play football, you play football and they play football. These are the sentences in simple present tense. But one important thing you have to remember is whenever the subject is given in third person singular or in the form of he, she, it, we add S or ES with the main verb. Just like he plays football. And when the subject is given in the form of noun, just like the bird, we write the bird flies as the subject the bird is singular here. And when it becomes the birds or plural, we use the birds fly. Now let's see what is first person, second person and third person. These are a type of pronoun called personal pronoun. In first person singular it is I and plural we, and second person you in singular and plural. So first person means the speaker. If I am teaching, I am the first person, and second person is the listener. Third person has he, she and it in singular form and they in plural form. Third person means whatever we are talking about, means first person and second person. If talk about a boy, that is he, a girl, that is she, or any non-living thing, that is it, and in plural form it's called they. So first person is the speaker, second person is the listener, and third person is the person or the thing which we are talking about. Now, how to make negative and interrogative sentences. Negative sentence means a sentence having not, and interrogative sentence means any sentence which asks a question. While making negative and interrogative, we use two helping verbs in simple present tense, do and does. And when to use do and when does, with third person singular or with he, she, it, we use does. And with first person and second person, we use do. With I, we, you and they, we use do. For example, I do not play football. Since I is the first person, the helping verb do not is used. And whenever we make interrogative sentences, what we do is bring forth the helping verb in front of the sentence, just like do I play football, and it becomes interrogative sentence. We do not play football. In interrogative it becomes do we play football, and when the subject is third person singular, he, she or it, so we use he does not play football, and interrogative does he play football. One more thing you have to remember is that while making negative and interrogative, we never use s or es with the main verb. Move forward to the second tense, present continuous tense. As the name indicates, any action which is going on at present is called present continuous tense. Something which is happening now. For example, she is doing her homework. That means she is doing it at present. Some temporary situations like I am reading a novel these days. It means I am not reading the novel at present. Some annoying habits or complaints like these boys are always making noise, and some definite future plans are also written in present continuous tense. For example, we are going to cinema tonight. We are not going just now, but it's our future plan. So these are the uses of continuous tense. Let's see what is the structure of present continuous tense. First the subject, and then the helping verb, and then main verb with ing, and then object. Dear students, always remember whenever the tense is in continuous, we add ing with the main verb, with present continuous tense and with present perfect continuous tense also. And helping verbs here used are three: is, am and are. With I we always use am, with we, you and they we use are, and with third person singular or with he, she, it is used. While making negative sentence, what we do is we put not just before the main verb. I am playing football, it becomes I am not playing football. We have added not in front of the main verb or playing. While making interrogative, again we have brought forth the helping verb, that is am. Am I playing football? It becomes interrogative. Now the third tense, present perfect tense. It indicates an action that has been completed sometime before the present moment. For example, some activity which has been just finished. They have just gone out. Some past actions whose time is not given, like I have read the novel. There is no mention of time, when did I begin or when did I finish it. To describe an event whose effect is in present. For example, I have cut my fingers. It implies that it's bleeding now. Some life experiences, like I have seen the Taj Mahal. Again, there is no mention of the time. We mention the time, we write it in simple past tense. Now present perfect tense structure. First the subject, then two helping verbs are there, has and have, and then the main verb in the third form, and then object. Whenever the tense is perfect, we always use main verb in the third form. Has is used with third person singular with he, she, it, and with first person and second person like I, we, you and they, we use have. Example, I have played football. When the subject becomes she has played football, and while making negative, put not just before the main verb, that is before played. I have not played football. And whenever we make interrogative, we bring forth the helping verb again. Have I played football is the interrogative sentence. Now the last tense, present perfect continuous tense. A tense that indicates an action that has started in past and it is still going on. For example, we have been living in Raigad since 2012. So we started living in the year 2012 and we are still living in Raigad. That is the meaning of the sentence. Sometimes an action that has already been finished is also written in present perfect continuous tense. For example, I have been working all the day. That means I am tired now. Now let's see how to construct a sentence in present perfect continuous tense. First, the subject, two helping verbs are there, has been and have been. Since the tense is continuous, again the main verb will have ing with it, and then at last the object. Helping verbs has been is used with third person singular or with he, she, it, and have been is used with first person and second person or with I, we, you and they. Example, I have been playing football for 2 hours. While making negative, we insert not in between the two helping verbs, just like I have not been. If I write I have been not, it would be wrong. So in negative, I have not been playing football for 2 hours. While making interrogative, again I have brought forth the helping verb, that is have, in front of the sentence. Have I been playing football for 2 hours? That is the interrogative sentence. In present perfect continuous tense, since we denote the time of the action, we use two words, since and for. It is important to see what is the difference between these two words. Let's see what is the difference between since and for. Since indicates the beginning point of the work. It indicates when did the action begin. For example, I have been teaching since 9:30, or the name of any day or month or the year. For example, we have been living here since 2010. For indicates time duration, or it tells for how long the action been taken place. Example, 10 minutes, 2 hours, 3 months, 4 days, 3 weeks, 5 years, etc. These words are also asked in preposition, so you must be clear about the use of since and for. Now summing up, let's take a simple sentence and write it into all the 4 tenses. I write a letter. This is in simple present or present indefinite tense. I am writing a letter, that is present continuous tense. And in present perfect tense, I have written a letter. And in present perfect continuous tense, I have been writing a letter for half an hour. Thank you students for watching my video patiently. In my next video, I will be dealing with past tense. So till then, keep practicing the sentences in present tense. The first important thing for you is to learn the structures of the tenses and the three forms of the main verb: present, past and participle form. Thank you very much.